celestial none. No words. Words to describe. I should have said the poem. So beautiful. Beautiful. So beautiful. The people need to see what I've seen. They need to see.
These are the spiritual as much as physical voyages of the Co-Federation Solar Sun-R starship planet Earth, restored to heaven on our and every earth as our spiritual, genealogical, local, global, universal voyager and shared her and his family community enterprise. Our new millennial year's mission to rediscover and re-understand, sustain, and explore are and all are in fact familiar new worlds of family community, of the tree of love, life, and light throughout the solar system and universe, to restore, renew, and sustain our and new life and new sustainable civilizations, CAD, present, retroactively, and now, rebalance, and future, always balancing, to lovingly, genealogically, and boldly become and be space-time travelers whenever and where we have interdimensional reality, all in part been before, if also never been before, in alternative spatial lines that are circles, which are of the universal EQ, IQ, and SQ continuum. Balance, combinations of the ever-expanding circle which spirals and grows, budding and blooming in space-time. Love and live enlightened, ever young, long, and prosper all both in each and every one. Engage your heart, mind, soul, and body, for we all, both in each, and each both in all, can, must, and marvelously and miraculously make it so.
In the thunder's blast, she emerges, her eyes on fire, the mighty priestess. She's risen from the nativity of Caldera. She is risen from the fires of the earth. She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen.
She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen.
May the soul be overwhelmed, unbroken. May the love of God be ever in your heart. Burning peace and burning heart, and when we meet again, blessed be, blessed be, blessed be.
They don't even let me get an apology out. They don't let me get any information on them. They take the apology and then run. So it doesn't go anywhere. I can't get anywhere. They cut me off whenever they want to and keep supporting patriarchy. It's pointless to talk to them anymore. Except by the phone tree.
Mahayogeshwareshwari, Mahatantra, Mahamantra, Mahayantra, Mahasana, Mahayagatra Maradhya. Om Mahabhairava Pujita, Maheshwara Mahakalpaka Mahatandava Sakshini, Mahakaveshavatishi, Mahatripura Sundari, Chatushrashti Upacharagya, Chatushrashti Kalamayi, महाचतुष्षष्टिकोटियोगिनी गणसेविता
questioning that. No. Not once. Once. God, I should have said, the poet. So beautiful. So beautiful. The people need to see what I've seen. They need to see.
This day I call the heavens and the earths as witnesses intercessorily for and hopefully and prayerfully not against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose love and life with light, so that you and your children may live. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not your, our new millennial law.
Okay. I thought it was Patricia. I declare tonight sunflower, the Celestine blossom. This is Anna Marie, singing critic, and I am Cherokee, Cheyenne, Blackfoot, and Algonquin, Dakota. And I am also a French, English, and German. Vitukuye Ayasin. That means we are all related. We embrace the new millennial golden rule as the law of all natives of the sacred ground that is Mother Earth and all the planets of all the universes.
I'm going to start our broadcast out because we're kind of worried about the number of people. So we're going to start out with the cakes. Okay, we're going to celebrate and re-celebrate all our birthdays, conception days, name days, and holy days together online, or you're going to have some very dark times coming to you. You're going to have some very, very dark times coming to you if you don't begin to do this. You have to celebrate my birthday, the one that everybody forgot in this family group. You're going to have to do that. And we're going to have to celebrate all our birthdays in a circle, and especially our young people's birthdays, and all of our autumnal birthdays and conception days, and then all of this circle. And we'll celebrate and re-celebrate all our birthdays, conception days, name days, and holy days together. Past, present, and future. And we will say, most importantly, I think that these people need to have to find out what it is to be in utter darkness before they turn to the light. It's like that song, all must be sailors until the sea shall free them. Well, until the light comes to them, the dark is going to have to educate them. They're going to have to experience the dark. They are the dark, they become the dark, they're clinging to the dark, and they're covering up the light. They're covering up their own light. The women are covering up their own light in order to fit with dominant males that they associate with for need for a father figure. They're going to find out that that does not work. And they're going to find out very horrifically that it does not work. And I'm afraid that those who go along with this are going to be caught in the mess that they have caused. So I'm praying for them intercessorily, Goddess God. I know the danger that my loved ones are in. They have chosen the wrong way. So please protect them as best you can. I am here. Protect me so I can continue to protect them. I know what's going wrong, but I can't convince people to change their ways. They're headlong on the death path toward the extinction of this planet because they keep clinging, some of them, so many of them, in the way of life and what they accept, to patriarchy. So the light is on in all our hearts at some level. We have with us marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers and water. Hugs and love to all, both in each and every one as soon as possible. And all in all the languages, I say namaste, mitakuye oyasin, becomes mitakuye Reall, and Kong San Pax becomes Koan Pax culture, and we say merci, and bahava, l'chaim, shalom, salam, making peace with each other because of women standing up for one another. And so amazing that people continue the same nonsense when it's so clearly what's going wrong. And we'll say merci, and all the languages of all the planets of all of our Earth will say love and live longest, eternally long, and ever young all, and prosper everyone in all. Now, we'll also say the light is on in all our hearts. We have with us marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers. Hugs and love to all, both in each and every one as soon as possible. And we'll drink the milk of human kindness, the babies who don't want to admit that they need milk. We've got a lot of babies in the United States that don't want to admit that they need milk. Some of them are men substance abusers, some of them are women substance abusers, and some of them are women promoting their children to become substance abusers, often by pharmaceuticals. They're giving them pharmaceuticals instead of the milk of human kindness. That's what our culture has become. Well, folks, God is God does not approve. God is God is going to give you a big whop upside the head, and it's coming. It's coming, I think, today or tomorrow. You've had a good chance, a good way to get a better answer. You haven't picked it. You've picked the old way. You're going to find out. So I nevertheless, of course, I do welcome you back, children. You're going to come back to mother. You're going to come back to mother. Mother is not going away. And you're going to come back to me because you're not going to like what you've done to yourselves. So we'll drink the milk of human kindness for all, both, and each, and everyone as soon as possible, representing all, both, and each, and everyone as soon as possible. And kindness doesn't mean only not calling someone names or not harming them physically. It also means that you respect the normal bonds of people. It also respects that it means that you respect their normal desires for dignity. And when you don't do any of that, then God knows you're not being kind at all. And God has an answer for you when you do that. So I don't want you to get that answer, but I think some of you are working very hard to get it, and I think you are going to get that answer, and I think it's going to come through to you the way it did to Pharaoh, through your children. It is your children, Pharaohs in this family, that are going to pay the price of what their parents are doing, because they don't know how to stand up to their parents. They're going along with it. So that's the problem. I'll drink the water of loving, living planets for all, both, in each, and every one as soon as possible, representing all, both, in each, and every one as soon as possible. Yep, Peroonies. We know what's going to happen here, and I don't think we can stop it, so I just have to be here, I suppose, to collect the pieces. I hope there's pieces left to collect. And we'll celebrate and re-celebrate all our birthdays, conception days, name days, and holy days together, past, present, and future. I did it once this way. Let's do it this way again. Celebrate and re-celebrate all our birthdays, conception days, name days, and holy days together. Celebrate all our birthdays, conception days, name days, and holy days together, past, present, and future. Yeah, I'm doing the let go of, and I'm still making the, and I don't think I want to make the family tree available to people who so support their older sons that they don't even care what they do to the grandchildren. That's a level of grandmothering I don't understand. That's a kind of grandmothering I don't get. got the order wrong there. Let's get this order back. Not that I'm thinking about them, but they really don't, they can't come alone. If they try to come alone and be only alone, it doesn't work. They can't do it that way. So. Okay, it's kind of hard for you to see the whole screen. I need to make a little room. I'll do that again. Okay, and we'll start fresh with patriarchy instead of parody, or else you're all looking at a dead planet, ladies and gentlemen. You're looking at a series of horrible events and people getting dumber and dumber and dumber and stupider around you. And it's going to become like you're dealing with wild apes, very evil kind of apes are going to be showing up in everybody's neighborhood. So I think you better get with the program. Pick parody. Pick the goddess, ladies and gentlemen. Pick the goddess, because all the old men are not going to be able to put together what they break. Pick the goddess now. And we'll celebrate, and we'll say, I'm actually almost hoping that there's some environmental catastrophes in the homes of some of the people that I've been asking to host this that won't. Some of the areas. I actually hope so, because then I can say, you see, I told you it was up to you, and you didn't want to hear it. So you better start coming. We'll say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and all the blessings and all the greetings of all the languages of all of our heritages of our earth and our earth, past, present, and future together. We'll say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. We'll say all the blessings and all the greetings of all the heritages of our earth and our earth, past, present, and future together. Now, I need to do some major shaming right now, because there's a few people, there's two people, really, two at the core, one kind of orbiting around them, and then the rest kind of orbiting around her. But there's two at the core that are holding on to what's going on here, and they deserve real big shame, and they're going to get it. And those that continue to orbit around them are going to get some shame too. So I love you, and we're going to be, because it's compassionate shame, we want to do something on their behalf so they can wake up and recognize they're doing something wrong. Okay, and I love you, and we'll be back for another broadcast in a little while.